Dreamscape presents When Trying to Return Home. Stories by Jennifer Maritza Mccauley, narrated by Morant and Andréa Agosto.
To Abba, my family, and Jesse. Perhaps home is not a place, but simply an irrevocable condition. James Baldwin, Giovanni's Room. Torsion. When I was a teen girl, my high school teacher came up to my mother. That teacher, all pink-pocked and smiling, told my mama I was going to do something good with my life. "Your girl looks straightforward," she said. "She'll see success for sure." That woman, whoever she was wrong as hell. If Mama's plan to snatch her son from white nurse worked, she and I would be criminals, baby snatchers, dark-skinned derelicts. We'd be the dead-eyed black folks they'd throw up on KDKA after a story about recalled strollers. If the news story was longer than a clip, the announcers might roll through our supposedly hood-rat attributes. Mama, a beweaved hair technician who barely made rent at our apartment on the hill, who had 2 kids from 2 different daddies. She was a PTA at Allegheny General for years and a terrific stylist, but those bits didn't make the story simple. Me, a part-time Eaton Park waitress, I was a college student at Point Park, but would they mention that? Who made the Gazette once for saying, "He wasn't all bad," about her ex-boyfriend who'd robbed a Texaco. If Mama's plan didn't work, the 5 o'clock news would be fast to break us down as they saw fit. The St. Benedict ladies would frown at the screen and suck their teeth. My professors would shrug and delete my name from their rosters. Parker, the schizophrenic who slept in our apartment and sort of loved Mama, would think about helping us but give up halfway through the thought. The boy I loved would shake his head and say, "There you go, like I've always said. She could never say no to her mama." So you see, my mother and I couldn't fail. At 4 o'clock in the morning, I backed my mother's slug-colored minivan out of the Banford Dwellings parking lot. My hand, sweat wet and sticky, slid down the wheel. I stamped on the brakes, stopped at the mouth of the lot. I rested my forehead against the wheel. The sky reddened above the shadows of rust-colored tenements, dollar marts and fading apartment complexes. A knob of moonlight sunk underneath the arms of the St. Benedict statue, which stood drearily atop our orange-brick church. Crows cawed in poplar trees I couldn't see. The 83 cracked gravel as it rolled on to the next bus stop. At 4 a.m. in mid-November, I was still a good enough person. My definition of myself? A junior in college, an awkward girl who played varsity softball and took weekend rides.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?